So I'm sorry, I'm going to have to dodge that answer.
Oh, fuck off. I feel like you were kind of telling me that, like, dude, this is enough questions. Just fuck off when you answered that. I want to point out, like, I'm sitting here reading these answers. I'm like, what's your favorite curse word? Oh, fuck off. I'm like, oh, he must have been done answering the questionnaire. It was just priceless, dude. You have no idea how hard you made me giggle, Tim, when I got to that point. But no one in film either. Like, there's not a writer in film that, I mean, if the name escapes you, man, if you could just mention like somebody that's done something, like I'd love to work with the dude that did A and B.
I'm sorry. I'm just drawing a blank. I wish I had an answer for you.
Well, there goes
There
my
is stuff that
question,
I watch
Hardaway.
and that I like, but whenever a name pops into my head, like Neil Gaiman, I'm just thinking I wouldn't have the juice to bring a Neil Gaiman story to where it needs to be, because he operates on a whole different wavelength. You know, the galactic radio he's tuned into is AM and I'm FM.
Are you just called Neil Gaiman the news radio of comic books?
Okay, switch him then.
Are you calling yourself the news radio of comic books? Bro, this don't go either way. You should be like, it's the serious stations and they're just different. I'm just saying. Yeah. FMAM it sounds like one of you is doing the news. And from what I've checked out from both of y'all, in both perspectives, I wouldn't say either of you are that fucking boring. Thank God.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no.
Next question.
Hardaway? Yeah, unmute yourself, dingus. You're still muted.
All right. So I blew
Jesus.
my nose, so I muted myself. My daughter absolutely loves Spider-Man, so thanks for the episodes that you have drawn, because she's watched every series from the like the 80s series all the way till now. She's seen every last one of them. She loves them all and whatnot. So she's definitely seen your work.
That's amazing. I'm going to just jump in there and say that I am the only person who worked on every single Spider-Man cartoon from from 2003 all the way up to 2020. 6 different versions of Spider-Man were done in that time, and I worked on all of them. I'm the only one who did. And it kind of breaks my heart, but there's another Spider-Man cartoon in production right now that I am not working on.
Well, let me ask you. Oh, the freshman year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask you, though. In working with them for that long, man, I mean, there was obviously a point where it became you weren't so much working for Marvel, you were working for Disney. Was there a difference?
Was there a difference? With a Disney Spider-Man, all of the creative decisions were made at a much higher level than mine. By the time a script got to me, there was really not much opportunity to plug anything else new into it. Whereas before, it was a little bit looser. And in fact, the very first Spider-Man I worked on was based on the Tobey Maguire film. And their writing process was so chaotic that they literally had us inventing ideas for shows as we were drawing them.
That seems like it'd be way more fun.
Which was fun. It's fun on one hand because you get a little more authorship, but then you become responsible for a lot more too. And they don't give you longer time to work on it. I like a script much better when I don't have to fix it before I can start drawing it. So I'll take that.
That's intriguing that it was when it became Disney. They essentially made it to where it was more refined, I guess would be the nice way to put it, or just they took more control to make sure. Yeah, that's just crazy. It wasn't as loose. You know what I'm saying? I find that fascinating in a lot of capacities. As far as from just I it doesn't surprise me Disney operates that way, like one damn bit. You know what I mean? Just because that's how you see them handle everything. Um, but at the same time, it makes me interested to see that that's how it was done previously. I would have thought, especially with that being Spider-Man, one of Marvel's most known characters. If not, it's just its most known character in Spider-Man. It's probably, honestly, the most known character in pop culture as far as for Marvel is Spider-Man. I may be wrong on that. It may be Iron Man now. I don't know.
No, we were told they had done some studies, and Spider-Man is the most recognizable character, period, from comics.
Yeah.
More than Superman.
Oh, that's dope.
More than Batman.
Good.
Yes.
Sorry, DC. Don't get mad at me. I want you all to come on the show, artists, writers, whatever, but don't get mad at me for that. I can't lie. I love, I was a Spider-Man guy from a young age. It's probably the fact of why I got into Deadpool so quickly is because of the costume similarities, and he was crazy, and I kind of fed in. I was like, I like this dude, but that's a whole nother point altogether. It's just funny to think that sincerely he is the most well-known character, man. We've gone all over the place, Tim. We have.